Welcome to La Chaîne Géopolitique. We'll decrypt today the latest comments from Mr. Grossi, the IAEA chief. So he declared yesterday, upon his return to Vienna, the headquarters of the International Atomic Energy Agency, that a temporary deal has been reached. So what there is behind this temporary deal? Is the access of the inspector will be maintained or not. So clearly, what Mr. Grossi said is what we agreed is something that is viable. It is useful to bridge the gap. So we are able to retain the necessary degree of monitoring and verification. So behind those very, very positive words, actually, there is a clear, message that actually so that the inspection will be reduced. I mean, so tonight at midnight, so within less than 1 hour now, so on 23rd of February, so Iran clearly will suspend the additional protocol. Just to as a reminder to the viewers, I mean, this additional protocol is applicable on voluntary basis. I mean, it's as its name indicates, it's just an additional protocol to the non-treaty proliferation, which is legally binding, as opposed to the additional protocol, which is not non-binding. So Iran is using this opportunity that it's not binding to say to the IAEA that the surprise inspection should end, as well as the access to surveillance cameras. So clearly tonight, as of midnight, the Iranian authorities will end the access to surveillance camera at site, as well as the surprise inspection of the nuclear sites and non-nuclear sites. I mean, so far the agenda the term was dictated by the IAEA when IAEA wanted to visit a site. In generally, the notice period was only 2-3 hours before inspecting the site, as well as the International Atomic Energy Agency also constantly monitored the nuclear site with surveillance cameras. So clearly, those two mechanisms will end tonight. So despite that, the Iranian lawmakers, especially in particular the conservative lawmakers, are totally unsatisfied with the terms of the temporary deal between the IAEA and the Iranian government. How come? Because how come it is those lawmakers are unsatisfied, despite that the fact that those two mechanisms related to the additional protocol will end and that the entire additional protocol will end tonight. So how come those lawmakers are unsatisfied? So first, as part of the compromise of the temporary deal that Mr. Grossi has referred yesterday, the Iranian authorities have decided to retain the data of the monitoring of the nuclear site. In other terms, Iran will monitor itself the nuclear site, and those data will be retained during 3 months. If at the end of those 3 months the sanctions are not yet been lifted from the United States, so those data will be destroyed, will be deleted. So it's, in other words, it's more correct to say that it's more a compromise than a deal, because actually, clearly, the terms of the law that has been passed in December, which prohibits the access of the inspectors to the nuclear site, is clearly that does comply with it. However, I mean, the Iranian authorities, the executive authorities, just wanted to find a compromise between the end of the inspection and the fact to maintain lively, let's say, the chances of reaching a diplomatic solution. I remind that on Friday, the United States and the European Union expressed willingness to enter into negotiation with Iran. So Iran probably does not want at this stage, at least, to let's say to give up any diplomatic path. That's why they try to let's say to comply with the legal framework of this new law passed in December, as well as maintaining diplomatic chances of reaching a deal by let's say keeping by monitoring the nuclear site itself. So now the question is, will this compromise will satisfy the European Union, the United States? That's not clear. At least it satisfies the International Atomic Energy Agency chief, Mr. Grossi. But despite that, it's not yet sure that a deal will be reached. And that's why tonight, to the great surprise of the world, Ali Khamenei, the guardian, the Iranian supreme leader, said that Iran could enrich its uranium to 60%. So I remind us that since the 4th of July this year, Iran has decided to enrich its uranium from 4%, from 4.6% to 20%. And now, and tonight, Ali Khamenei said he could enrich to 60%. So we are clearly nearing the level where we can produce a nuclear weapon. So it could put a huge pressure now on the United States and the European Union to either reach a deal with Iran and to make reversible the let's say the breaches that Iran have decided to make, or let's say to go to a confrontation, a military even confrontation with the Islamic Republic of Iran. So clearly, we see that tonight we are at crossroads between two possible choices: the diplomatic one or the military one. And that's why the Atomic Energy Agency try to see, let's say the half full glass than the half empty one. So it will remain to be seen what will be the reaction of the United States to the suspension of the additional protocol in the next hours, and to see also what will be the reaction of the European diplomacy in the next hours. The declaration tonight of Ali Khamenei could also increase the likelihood of a military intervention from the Israeli army. So we see the situation can be described as tense, but things are not also, let's say, ineluctable. A diplomatic solution can be still possible, but the chances are clearly reducing over days.